Welcome to The Know, I'm Meg Turney.
I'm John Reisinger.
Breaking news, everyone!
Woo!
A Microsoft executive thinks that next year's Xbox games are going to be awesome. Shocking, we know.
At a technology conference this week, Microsoft marketing executive Youssef Mehdi praised the company's 2016 lineup of games, saying, if you like to game, this is the year to get an Xbox. We have a Halo 5 launching, we have Minecraft on Xbox, we have Gears of War, Tomb Raider, the best lineup. Next year will also be the best lineup.
Next year is also best. This year best, also next best.
That's good marketing.
Again, we don't think it's exactly newsworthy that a guy paid to talk about how awesome the Xbox is did his job in front of a bunch of people. But it did get us wondering if he was right about that whole Xbox One having a better exclusive lineup next year when compared to the PS4. It's hard to argue that this holiday season, Microsoft had the exclusive game on lock, although that didn't seem to help the sales of Tomb Raider.
So we're gonna don our most non-anti-flammable flame suits and wade into the console wars once more. Who's got the best exclusives in 2016?
Before we get into that oh snap territory, which we've done like 6 times in this read already.
I'm so sassy.
A few caveats because the internet needs them. The following games are games that as of now are confirmed for 2016. We've included timed exclusives and games that will also get a PC release.
Timed exclusive sounds like a bomb.
It does. It will explode onto other consoles.
Cut the blue wire!
We still consider those exclusives in the console world because you can't play them on both consoles, so PC still exclusive to consoles.
First up, the sequels. Both Microsoft and Sony have sequels to some of their biggest franchises hitting in 2016. The Xbox One is going to get Crackdown 3 from Regent Games, Halo Wars 2, which has seen development swap from Ensemble Studios to Creative Assembly, the minds behind the popular Total War series. We're also going to get Gears of War 4, whose official logo so far is incredibly disappointing for not including the 4 in its typography. Missed opportunity, guys. Graphic designer right here.
Serious missed opportunity. For PlayStation 4 sequels, Ratchet & Clank kicks off its particular form of weaponized mayhem in 2016. Uncharted 4 returns with more of its enormous sequences and stellar writing. The question remains, will it really be a Thieves' End? I guess it could be. I mean, if Naughty Dog and Sony decide they wanted to stop printing money.
In terms of non-sequel heavy hitters we can expect for either console, Rare returns with one of its most ambitious games, the open-world pirate multiplayer adventure Sea of Thieves, which Microsoft is calling Rare's best game yet. We're still waiting to see more from Sea of Thieves, but it promises user-generated content and plenty of swashbuckling. You know how much I love to buckle swashes and all that shit. Yeah. Xbox One is also going to be home to Quantum Break, the third-person action shooter with time manipulation starring actors from Game of Thrones, Lost, and one of those Ashmore twins who have been in a bunch of comic book movies.
The other big AAA exclusive coming to Sony is Horizon. I can't stop thinking about the man. It's called Horizon Zero Dawn by Killzone's Guerrilla Games. The last time we saw the open-world action-adventure game with bows, arrows, and robo-dinosaurs
I like all those.
was back at E3, and we're seriously itching to see more. I'm not sure when games decided to start giving more love to bows and arrows, but seriously, I'm all for it.
Bows and arrows for life, you know. You may not be able to play split screen on many next-generation games, but that won't stop you from having buddies for a co-op. A couple of big 2016 exclusive feature unique AI companions. Microsoft's Scalebound by Platinum Games basically Dragonheart the game, which sounds awesome,
yes,
where you play alongside an awesome dragon to fight bad guys and mythical creatures. I missed that movie. Meanwhile, Team Ico's The Last Guardian will finally bring its Griffin dog thing to PlayStation 4s after many long years of waiting. I'm gonna make Bella cosplay as the Guardian.
Get a little windmill so that she can
Yell at Eddie.
If this winter has left your wallet hurting, you can experience some more big budget to free-to-play games, got it, on either console in 2016. Hunt down monsters with friends on Xbox One in Lionhead's free-to-play take on Fable Legends, if you're really dying for another Fable game. You can also play Killstrain by Sony, Drawn to Death from God of War creator David Jaffe, and Let It Die, the bizarre, violent horror multiplayer game from Killer 7's Suda51.
You can try to button mash your way to victory in fighting games on either platform. Street Fighter V's Forever Home is going to be on both PlayStation 4 and PC. This was much to the disappointment of series fans on Xbox One, whom series producer Yoshinoro Ono told to just buy a PlayStation 4. You've got plenty of time to save $300. Ouch, that's kind of a burn.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct Season 3, just buy another console, you whiny babies.
Good lord.
Killer Instinct Season 3 launches on Microsoft console in 2016 and includes Kim Woo, Tusk, Gargos, and Rash with the freaking Battletoad? The Battletoad?
Yeah.
That's awesome. While you wait for Season 3, you can enjoy Shadow Jago, who drops tomorrow.
As far as RPGs are concerned, next year will definitely showcase a divergence of style for each console. Xbox One is getting interesting takes on the genre in form of Ashen, the mysterious action RPG about forging relationships by Aura 44, and Below, the top-down roguelike thing that I can't describe, you know, if it has a more adorable art style than it does. But it's just so tiny. It's super cute. But it definitely has like an interesting old school kind of feel.
Square Enix is trying to give old school RPGs a revival on PS4. The recently titled Project Setsuna, now known as fuck me. Ikeni to Yuki no Setsuna.
Almost very close.
Yeah, is definitely harkening back to the magical days of Chrono Trigger and seems to borrow settings from Final Fantasy VI and a plot from Final Fantasy X. The next Star Ocean Integrity and Faithfulness is also coming out next year from Square Enix. Seriously, how do you get a job naming these games for Square Enix? I want to do it. I could do it.
You could do it. You could just
I'm great
that
at
Japanese again.
I don't want to do it
It's
again.
fine. If side-scrollers are more your jam, Xbox has the market cornered for you. Both Cuphead and Inside are out next year. Now, for many, Cuphead was one of the most interesting games at E3 this year.
I'm excited about it.
It was
awesome.
fun to play. I got to
You got to play it?
Yes, I got to play it.
I'm jelly.
But it looked like it was only boss battles, or at least the demo I got to play was only boss battles, and if that's the case, disappointed.
Yeah.
All right. Inside is the follow-up to Limbo from Play Dead Games. A great game, and features more of their trademark somber art styles. But hopefully, no horrible murderous spiders that you end up pulling apart. Ugh.
I thought the kids were creepier in that game.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
They like push flaming tires at you?
Yeah. But if Xbox has a side-scrollers, PlayStation 4 definitely has some of the most unique single-player experiences of 2016. Between No Man's Sky, The Witness, Rime, and What Remains of Edith Finch, there's more than enough to satisfy your cravings for non-AAA single-player games. One of the more intriguing titles is the self-proclaimed indie AAA Hellblade by Ninja Theory, the creators of the overlooked Enslaved Odyssey to the West. In Hellblade, a game about mental illness, players take control of Senua, a Celtic warrior suffering from PTSD after a Viking invasion. You fight through her hallucinations and guide her on her quest. That sounds kind of weird, though.
Yeah, to be fair, the last mental illness game I played scarred me. I can't remember what it's called. Cat Lady. Oh man, that game was terrible.
The park was pretty rough, too.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Xbox will be getting the follow-up to Fulbright's indie darling, Gone Home, Tacoma, a first-person exploration game that takes place on a creepy space station, because there's nothing creepy about space stations or anything like that.
Dead Space is not a whole thing about
Horrible.
it. It's fine. There are some other exclusives coming to each system that we just don't know what the hell to make of yet. Nobody really knows how to describe PS4's Tomorrow Children, the open-world sandbox game where you play as a clone trying to restore humanity?
Tom Cruise?
Maybe? You also get to play Media Molecule's Dreams, their follow-up to Little Big Planet, which lets you create real-time 3D animation.
Plus, there's the generic-looking sci-fi shooter Matterfall and the totally not generic Wild, Michael Ansell's new game where you control basically any creature across a game space that's
It is. It's huge. It's the size of Europe, indeed.
Let's just go, yeah, his words, not ours. On the Xbox, you'll get to play Mega Man creator Kaiji, god damn it, Kaiji Inafune's
Keiji Inafune.
Keiji Inafune's Recore, about a planet filled with robots being explored by a girl and her robot companion. I can read, I promise.
Inafune. It's such a fun name to
Inafune.
say. Inafune. All right. After that exhaustive list of exclusives, putting Microsoft's comments about having the best lineup of exclusives in 2016 under a microscope, and the results are a bit inconclusive. There's no doubt that they have a very strong roster of games you won't be able to play on their competitor system, but Sony's list of games is arguably just as compelling. It really depends on what you're into.
I'm into a lot of things. One thing that's refreshing, this list wasn't totally dominated by shooters and typical AAA games. It looks like 2016 is going to be a very different year for console gamers, and that's always a good thing.
Yes, cannot wait for the Edith Finch game, even though I picked it accidentally on Game Club like 2 months too early.
I want Cuphead.
Oh yeah, so good. All right, so what games are you most looking forward to playing the most, and most looking forward to the most on this list? And who do you think has the most? God damn it, I didn't even need to say it. Who do you think has the strongest exclusives?
Most strongest exclusives.
Yes.
Stay informed on console exclusives and all the most things and learn more about what most 2016 most holds for gamers. Like this most video and subscribe to the most. No!
Yeah!